Hey Sagittarius, what's going on? I hope you are doing very, very well. My name is Diane, for those of you who don't know me, and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot, and we're going to do a general reading for end April. But you know, it's timeless. All of my readings are timeless, so whenever you happen to, excuse me, find this is when you were meant to see it. You are very welcome here, Sag. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it very much. And if you feel called to like and subscribe for me at all, I would appreciate that very much as well. Yeah, sorry for being MIA as well. Like, I know I've been away for a long time this time, but just been dealing with this illness and I've been really tired and stuff, so I just needed some time off. And you know, one day just turned into another, you know. Also, I have a new microphone for this reading, so apologies if it needs tweaked a little bit. I'm still, you know, finding my feet with it because I'm, you know, just blundering around in the dark with technology, frankly. So let's see what's going on for the lovely Sag. You have the Three of Pentacles, okay. Okay. Three of Pentacles, King of Swords, Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is either you or someone that you're dealing with. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but you're dealing with someone here who they're very cautious, male or female. But the King of Swords is someone very cautious. You know, they're more like, instead of like romantic flights of fancy, it's more like, hey, I want facts and data. Let me collate evidence before I rush into anything. With the Three of Pentacles, like, you're dealing with someone very stable. They are very stable. They're just super, super cautious. Very intelligent though. King of Swords is very intelligent, probably like very well read and stuff. They've been through a lot though, is the reason that they're like this. Like, you have the Nine of Wands, which it indicates like a wounded warrior, like someone that's been through a lot, you know. They're cautious of humans because they've had a lot of betrayals. The Nine of Swords is someone that just massively overthinks everything. But that's because of what's happened. Like, you don't get into a Nine of Swords energy when you've had an easy life. You know, you get into that life because, like, you get into that energy because people have screwed you over in the past. So this is like lack of sleep, overthinking, worrying about stuff. Aw, King of Cups. And the Empress, okay? The World with the Three of Pentacles. Okay, this person's coming towards you with some kind of offer. You have the Knight of Cups here, so this is like a romantic thing with this person, but they're just super cautious. They're actually, at their core, they're more of a King of Cups here, so it's very, the King of Cups is like squishy, you know, like really soft, really sweet, really like romantic, lovey-dovey, like heart on your sleeve, poetry writing shit. But, you know, they tend to get hurt, like Queen of Cups energy. You know, they both tend to get hurt because they're too nice, basically, which is unfortunately a thing in this world. You know, if you're too nice, people just walk all over you. So you have to learn to set boundaries and be like, hey, bitch, no, it's not going down like that. And then they're all like, oh my God, you're the problem. Like, yeah, okay, fuck off. So this is who they are at their core. But there's an element of trying to protect themselves here, okay? You guys could meet online with the Three of Pentacles in the World. It could be something online. It's obviously not going to be for all of you, but it could be like an online group. Or even like a YouTube channel or something, like you guys meet in the comments or something random. But the Three of Pentacles often talks about like some kind of, you know, like an official group. And the world can talk about the internet. Or it could be that you meet this person through some travel group. Like the world talks about, you know, the world, which is why it's usually people take it to be the internet. So, but yeah, this person's coming towards you with a love offer. They could have some strong Libra in their chart. They have the Strength card here. So yeah, they're like really not fast moving at all. Really, really cautious person you're dealing with here. Okay, so this has taken a while. With the Seven of Pentacles and the Strength card, this is like not fast at all. Because these are really slow moving cards. You know, the Seven of Pentacles is very slow moving. It's like planting things in the garden. You know, you have to plant, you know, get the soil ready and then plant the seed and water the seed. And oh my God, you know, then wait for it to grow. And part of the reason it's been so long with this person is because they do overthink. Which is, it's probably because they're intelligent. You know, the King of Swords, like intelligent people tend to overthink things more. Okay. I have the Ten of Wands here. I'm going to reshuffle. It wants to go here. Okay. So there's some kind of heavy energy this person has been carrying. Now, that could be physically they have a lot on their plate. You know, like they have a lot of responsibilities or something like that that makes them overthink. It can also be that, you know, it's like a heavy emotional burden of things that have happened from the past. Okay, what else for Sagittarius? The Moon. This person could have some Pisces in their chart. And one more. Oh, the Tower. Okay, you have the Empress with the Tower. Okay. This person is very dreamy, actually, at their core. They have like the Cups energy plus the Moon is actually, they're probably quite psychic, or they're probably quite intuitive. They could be like very creative. They're very like flowy. You know, there's like a flowy kind of energy, which is completely counter to the King of Swords, but it's almost like they have to kind of restrain this part of themselves a little bit because they feel like they have to protect themselves. You know what I mean? So this is like what they present. The King of Swords is what they present to the world, but actually they're more of this King of Cups. So like you might find this person does a lot of creative stuff in their spare time, or they could do it for a living, but you know, you might even find out this person like draws, or they do art, or which is the same thing, or like they do you know, they write poetry or something like that. Like they're very dreamy, but also very disciplined. So, interesting. You have this Empress with the Tower. So this is the feminine, I would say. Whoever is this Empress energy is this feminine. There's something of a quickness here, because you have the Knight of Swords here. When you have the Knight of Swords in the Tower, there's like something of a quickness. So the Empress, whoever is the Empress in this reading, is kind of bringing like a very unbothered type of energy. Yeah, you have the Six of Wands here. So this could be that whoever is the feminine has recently just gotten into an Empress type energy, which is feeling very receptive. You know, I'm seeing a Queen of Swords here and a Ten of Swords. So I want to say whoever is the feminine has been in a Queen of Swords type energy. So you have a Queen and a King of Swords. So you guys are very similar. Because of like with the Ten of Swords here, this indicates either a bad ending with a particular person, or, you know, it could be situations that you had to walk away from, things like that. You know, where you feel like people stabbed you in the back. Doesn't have to be romance, that can be anything. But it feels like this, whoever is the feminine has recently gotten into the Empress energy where, yeah, it's like a receptive energy. So this Empress has had some kind of tower. And that's what's bringing about this fast movement, actually. Yeah, the Empress has overcome something. Like with the Six of Wands, there's an element of freedom that they've just overcome, especially because you have the Eight of Wands here as well. So the Eight of Wands talks about freedom. There's a release, freedom from whatever this Ten of Swords, stabbed in the back, difficult energy, leaving difficult situations behind has been. Also, I feel like the feminine has been through some kind of healing period where they may not have been dating, or they may have just been keeping themselves to themselves and resting. That's over now. There's some really fast movement that's going to happen if you're the feminine watching here. Because it's like letting go. Yeah, I feel like there's a letting go and like a freedom and an overcoming things. The Knight of Swords is also an energy of cutting through things that no longer need to be there. You know what I mean? And then you have this Queen of Cups here. So, yeah. Okay. So whoever is the feminine has like recently gotten into like a softer energy. I would say though, I don't want to put you off, whoever is the King of Swords, who is actually the masculine energy, but doesn't have to be a guy, you know, can still be a chick if you're like, you know, you like it, the ladies. It's just masculine and feminine energy. But whoever is the King of Swords, like the masculine energy, I would say that when they do come in to make this offer, which is here, this Ace of Pentacles, they're still going to be slightly in this King of Swords energy. Okay, so they might be still slightly like, not defensive, but like cautious, okay? So you have this Ace of Pentacles here. So this offer, you might meet this person online. Like I said. But they're going to be coming in with this offer. So the feminine's like really much more in like a softer energy, which I think is what needed to happen in order for this to move forward. You know, you guys are going to be like very dreamy when you're together. I think you have the swords and then the swords, and then right here in the middle, it's like the cups and the Empress. It's like the nurturing, soft energy. So this could be like what you guys present to the outer world kind of thing. But then when you're together, you know, you have that lovely cups energy where you feel safe and stuff. Can you tell me about this tower? Okay, so whoever is the feminine, you have the Four of Pentacles here and the Five of Cups. This is a release. Like, you know, the Four of Pentacles is clinging on very tightly to your heart, guarding your space, not letting anyone in. And it's because of sadness from the past here. Like there's been some sadness here where, and again, that doesn't have to be romance. That can be anything, like stuff with your family, like things that just didn't work out, you know? So it put you, or the feminine, in this like Four of Cups energy where you're like, nah, man, like I'm not wanting to like date, or, you know, like, nah, it's not going down like that. But you've come out of that, like with this Three of Cups. The Three of Wands, that's like a movement forward, even though it might have been baby steps, you know? All right, so the Eight of Cups, that usually talks about an abandonment wound. So I'm not sure who that's for. It could be both of you. King of Wands here. So this is who you're headed towards. So this person's like very well-rounded, actually. So yeah, Eight of Cups. Let me see where I want to put this. Here. Okay, so your King of Swords energy here. You could have an abandonment issue that you've healed as well, but this person has an abandonment wound that they've been healing. Okay, Four of Swords. There's definitely been a delay with this. Like a healing period. The Four of Swords talks about a healing period. The Chariot, that's now over. I think this King of Cups was also probably, there could have been some spacing out that happened, like a, you know, not making a decision, not moving forward kind of thing. Could have been due to like a little bit of fear. That's over. You can expect, this is fast movement here. The Chariot, the Tower, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Wands, this is fast. Fast. And you're headed towards this person here, this King of Wands. This person gets a lot of attention, I can tell you that. Like whatever they do. Could be for their work. It could just be that, you know, when they walk into a room, they command a lot of attention. That's King of Wands energy, like very, you know, it's like an alpha male, alpha female, like people just kind of notice. They're usually very bonny looking as well. They're like, you know, very pretty to look at, like easy on the eyes, or like they dress well. You know, there's something kind of charismatic about them that you're just like, whoa, yes. They usually have some kind of leadership position as well. So like they'll be in charge of what they do at work. They could be like a teacher. They could own their own business, you know, stuff like this. It could be that they get a lot of attention for speaking, because you have that Eight of Wands there as well, which talks about talking, basically. Okay. So, yeah, but they might still be, like I said, like a little cautious when they come in, okay, with that Knight of Swords energy. But don't take it to heart. It's just because of everything that they've been through. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles. This is not the right deck. Let me see. You're about to receive some kind of upgrade in terms of your psychic gifts, like a, excuse me, perceptivity upgrade. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, but like a heightened intuition, heightened awareness kind of thing. Reconnection. Metamorphosis. Okay. This person that you're dealing with here has just been through like some kind of they have to work, like in terms of relationships, or in terms of this relationship, they have to work from a solid base, whatever that means for them. Like they need that stability to work from, if you see what I mean. Like, so maybe it's grounded in a work relationship first, or friendship or something like that, or you guys have known each other online or in some kind of club or group for a while. Like, they need that stability. They needed that. So you have reconnection here. You have metamorphosis. So this person has been, like, when you have the World, it talks about a cycle. So this person has like been going through some changes here that are now over. And it's something to do with like, you have receptivity. It's something to do with like being receptive to dating again, basically. Or being receptive to people again. And also you have playful here. Sorry, that card says receptivity. And you have playful here. So this person has been getting into a more playful energy. Like, I really don't think that they were in a very playful energy, because you have this 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords. Like, that's not playful. That's like burdensome, dealing with a lot of crap, you know. So yeah. Okay. I'm going to get 3 cards from here. So this person's in a much more playful energy now, and like they're ready to reach out play. Okay. We have magic eggs. Beginning something is exciting. Oh, so you guys are about to begin something and they're excited. So I think it may have taken them a while to get into an energy of being excited or playful about this instead of just worrying. And to be receptive to dating and stuff like that. But yeah, this is going to be exciting. What else for Sag? Franker? Awoo! My voice is heard in the world. This is something to do with you. I don't want to put that there. I want to put it over here. This is something to do with, I want to say, the Empress and the Queen of Cups. And this new person, actually. So they could do something where their voice is heard in the world. You know, whether that's like online or like they run a big company or they run a big team or something, or they're like the head of a, you know, the face of a company, something. You're going to do it too, though. There's something that you've been looking at, like an idea that you've had, or ideas that you're downloading that you feel like should be shared with people. You also have that Queen of Swords energy, which is, she's a talker. You know, he or she, they download energy from, like they download information from the Akashic and then they're supposed to give it to people. It could be that you're going to talk about your past experiences for some of you. And the Empress is like abundance. So this will bring you abundance. Like you won't have to work so much is what I think here. Or like it will, yeah, I think there's been a little bit of resistance to having your voice heard, which you've probably noticed means that you've got less money. That's because it's supposed to make you do it. It's supposed to be an incentive to get you to have your voice being heard. I think it's a big victory for you, or for whoever's the feminine. I think it's a big victory. Because, you know, the Queen of Cups can often be someone that, like, they struggle with boundaries. You know, she's often associated with, like, the throat chakra and speaking up for yourself and taking up space. So this is like a victory, I think, for you. Okay, so just to close the reading, I'm going to get some advice cards. So I'm seeing the first card I saw was abundance. And also, you are perfect just as you are. So there could have been something that you've been thinking about doing that's going to bring you abundance. And it could be like about, you know, having your voice heard, being seen, taking up space. It could also be about your creations, like the throat chakra is to do with writing and creating art. It's basically having your voice heard in some way. So that could be about presenting yourself to the world in terms of the way that you look or something like that. Spirit is just letting you know you don't need to do any more work on yourself before you start this. You can do it now. You know, you're great, you're perfect the way that you are. So there's a lot of abundance headed your way here. You guys will be a very abundant couple. And you have finding your divine purpose. So your divine purpose is having your voice heard, Sag. And also this new person is your divine purpose. Like, you guys are meant to be together. And they're already doing their divine purpose. And you'll be very successful when you have the Chariot. There's like forward momentum, determination now. Okay, what else for Sag? Yes, go for it. Okay, this person's gonna go for it. Look, they're very serious. This person's very serious. Excuse me. This person's like, yeah, very serious. So they're getting into a more playful energy where they're gonna go for this with you, okay? Be nice when they come in, okay? Because you don't want to, you know, if it's taken them this long, you know, don't make dodgy jokes or anything. I do that stuff. People are like, what? Oh my God. You're like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. You have stopped feeling guilty for resting. Where does this want to go? Where do you want to go? You want to go here. Okay, so I don't know. That's just a general thing, I think. Stop feeling guilty for resting. You may really need to rest. And if that's the case, let yourself rest. You don't always have to be super tough all the time, I think is what they're trying to say. Okay, what else for Sag? Also, you could have been resting, like I said, from something that someone's done to you. Or like a tricky situation or something like that you've been healing from. And you know, that kind of stuff, like the body takes store of that. So when you're releasing that kind of stuff, it actually has an effect on the body, you know, so you will be feeling more tired. Okay. Oh, not taking those. What else for Sag? Tarot reader. Where do I want to put this? Here? Oh, here. Okay. So, oh, I see. Some of you are going to be setting up a tarot business, or you maybe already set it up. There's like with the Chariot card, there's going to be a lot of success with that. You might find that it's something maybe you put it on the back burner and it comes very much to the front now. Your intuition is going to be very strong. So it's going to really help you with your tarot reading. You know, the reason for that is because you also overthink. It could be like worrying, or you're just a general overthinker. I am, so I'm not throwing shade. And I think it's just been getting in the way. It's taken a while. It's something that you've had to plant the seeds for, but now the abundance is about to come in for that, okay? Stop eating so much junk food. I always feel like that's a message for me. That's just a guilty conscience talking. I'm going to put that there. Okay. You know, this could be something your new beau is going to say to you, like, stop eating so much junk food. Could also be that they're very healthy, or maybe they're I don't even know the name. People who tell other people what to eat. A nutritionalist. Could be something like that. A new love you will adore. So you're going to adore this new person coming in. Let's get 3 more to close the reading. A tough time in your life is about to end. So, yeah. And you've got this egg, like things are beginning. It's beautiful. Like an egg is about to hatch. Let go. Where do we want to put this? Somewhere over here. Okay, so I think your person has been letting go of a lot of stuff. I want to say maybe you have been letting go of stuff. You can take that if it resonates, but there's been a lot of cycles ending, reset, like more, you know, things being released so that you can be more receptive to this coming in. And you have running your own business. Sorry, Sag. So this could be, I'm not going to take those two because, in fact, I'm going to take that one because it's upright. You have running your own business here, which wants to go kind of here. So this running your own business is going to be either that's your divine purpose, or it's like a stepping stone to your divine purpose. Could be for some of you, you're going to be a tarot reader, which is like a very specific message, but awesome, obviously. You can never have too many tarot readers, especially with YouTube's messed up search function as well. You have to like trawl through to find what you're looking for. This person could also run their own business. Your new person coming in, King of Wands, often runs their own business. there's something about using your voice but getting out of your head. You know what I mean? So you could be someone who like overthinks what you're going to say, or like, oh, maybe I should create this, but like what would people say if I did that? Or like maybe I'm saying it wrong, or maybe I'm shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? It's kind of getting out of your head and just saying stuff. It's like the energy that you're coming into, you know, not being like, oh my God, like what will people think? Because I do that too, you know. Or like, I don't do it so much with the tarot anymore, only if like, I don't do it with the tarot anymore. I used to do it, but like I would do a reading and then be like, oh, I don't like that reading, I'm not going to post it. You know, that type of thing, like get out of your head. But the thing is, whenever I posted those readings, there was always someone in the comments that was like, oh, excuse me, like that thing that you said was really specific to me, you know? So it was meant to go out. It happens more with the new channel, I would say now. Like you get kind of perfectionist about it and you're like, oh, I'm just going to redo that. And then you end up posting nothing, you know? So it could be like something like that, you know? Like if you're a writer, you know, maybe you write like 3 or 4 paragraphs and you're like, I don't like this. And you spend the whole day doing that. And then you just lose the will to do it, right? Or something like that. So that's your messages, Sag. I'm going to stop talking and leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure to read for you. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me. If you feel like doing that, I would appreciate it very much. And as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Take care.